And today's a very auspicious day for us, the appearance day of Sri Lalita Devi. And tomorrow we honor Radhastami, according to our calendar. And they're closely associated, obviously. And this was a favorite occasion of our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj. And he would often speak on this occasion extensively. We have hours and hours of his talks recorded, and it seemed to be a specialty of his this day, and he had some special connection to Lalita Devi. And he told us when he went on Brajamandal Parikram with Srila Bhakti Rakhak Sridhardev Goswami Maharaj. In the early days, the two of them, just after his initiation, maybe it was approximately 1950, both Srila Sridhar Maharaj and Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj went on Parikrama together, all visiting the holy places. Sometimes Krishnadas Babaji Maharaj would come and join them. And after visiting all the places, Srila Sridhar Maharaj asked to Srila Gurudev, what was your favorite place in all of Brajamandal? And Srila Gurudev said, Lalita Devi's appearance place in Uchagha. And he said, going there with Srila Sridhar Maharaj, he felt at home. That was his personal home. And something very exalted appeared to him, and felt that experience he wanted never to see in a different way. He didn't want to go again and have a different experience, so he never went back. And when he would take us to Vrindavan, he would stay in the temple and say goodbye to the devotees and ask them to bring some prasadam from Lalita Devi's temple.
We once went there with him, but he left us down at the bottom. And he said, no, I'll stay here in the Jeep. You go up, because I may see you now with my mundane eyes and ruin everything.
Yes, so this day is Lalita Devi's appearance, and she's very magnanimous. On her appearance day, Srila Sridhar Maharaj said she would go out into the streets and recruit servitors for Radha and Krishna's pastimes, just grabbing people right and left, signing them up for the service of Radha and Krishna freely.
Join the Hare Krishnas.
She's also known for her little bit of aggressive spirit and sometimes chastising Radha and Krishna. And they little careful with her, little afraid to make her angry. And it would be for their service only if they would do something to disturb their own pastimes. That might be aggravating for her. But her dedication is written by Srila Rupa Goswami in her Pranam. That one of the things he mentions, that her willingness to serve Radha and Krishna was so intense that she'd be ready within a second to die and take thousands and thousands, unlimited births, if it was necessary for the smallest thing, like removing a drop of sweat from Radha and Krishna's feet. If that's what it took, she was willing to do that. And she was always my hero when I would hear the pastimes of the Lord and her nature, and very attractive to me. And before I was initiated, thinking maybe my guru in the future will give me that name. And I'd sit I was staying in one temple with some devotees, and I'd sit right in Lalita Devi's area, because the deities there were originally installed by Swami Maharaj Prabhupada in Japan. Radha Krishna Mahaprabhu and many gopis. And that temple closed and was inherited by some devotees that I was staying with. And so they were worshipping those deities. And I'd see Lalita Devi and feel she's kind of like our boss and our chief. And that's what Gurudev confirmed, that we are in her line. She is our guardian, she is our chief, and under her guidance we are serving Radha and Krishna. And our ultimate destination, our prospect is there if we can ever receive that grace and have the willingness and the prayerful surrender to approach that divine realm, which is being graciously granted to us by our Guru Varga. By a gracious grant, this is all being dispensed and we are being welcomed into. And that is the land of gurus, where we will find everyone our guru. And we know it, guru is one and guru is many. And it is Radharani's delegation. We are celebrating, this is the time of her appearance. Tomorrow is our day we celebrate her, but today we can remember her with Lalita Devi and know that she is the ultimate guru. And our gurus are manifestations, agents of hers. So my topic is about gurus, segueing into that, but wanted to honor this day and mention Lalita Devi's name and pray that she look down upon all of us and bless us and bring us home to the lotus feet of our gurus and engage us in eternal service, which is our divine prospect. So her blessings are always there, and we know that our gurus will see us if we are following their instructions and remembering them and calling out for their mercy. They must be merciful to us. We can be confident of that. So searching for guru as my topic has been given, finding your guru. And we heard the formula, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj said, first, that involves Shravanam, hearing. And we can hear from authentic sources, a plurality of sources, listen submissively, inquire submissively, and let our heart, that inner approval, be there when we find our guru. That, yes, this is my guru. First hearing, and then our heart will tell us. That inner approval must be there. And we're careful who we hear from. We want to be sure they're authentic, they're bona fide, they're qualified, they're practicing what they preach, they are agents of Krishna, of Mahaprabhu, and coming from a bona fide disciplic succession. In this way, humbly approaching and inquiring from them. And as Srila Sridhar Maharaj said, this is a mission more of the heart than of intellect. So our hearing will be heart-based, and our inquiry should be heart-based and sincere. And when we are sincere in our search for divinity and the infinite, divinity, the infinite will reveal itself in the form of Guru. These are Srila Sridhar Maharaj's words. So this is a very important part of Bhakti. And when we're in the hearing stage, we are careful to hear from the right sources, and we want to be sincere in our search. And so much vast information is available, and the Maha Mantra is free for all, and we can read so many beautiful things and chant the mantra, but until we have that connection to the powerhouse, those things won't come to life. Will become practical and real and living when we have that connection to the powerhouse. So that's a vital step in spiritual practice. And there's always that exception to the rule. Krishna can reveal himself to anyone at any time as he chooses. But this is our process given by our Guru Varga and recommendation and instruction to follow. Find a bona fide representative of divinity and take shelter and get that connection so you can have a practical, living, spiritual practice. Any questions from anybody on this topic? Yes.
When you say hear from the right source, what does that mean?
That means that a bona fide source, that word is often used, that the lineage they're coming from is pure and authentic and having legitimacy, having a substance, a current flowing through. It's a Shiksha Guru, Parampara. Parampara, you know what that means, a succession. That flow is flowing through that parampara, and it's alive and it's well and it's functioning and it's real and not bogus, because unfortunately we are in the material world and it's Kali Yuga and there are bogus gurus, and we have to be careful who we approach. But we are confident, if we are sincere in our search, that that bona fide source will come to us. And that's Krishna revealing himself to us. So he knows our hearts, and we have faith that who is coming before us, they are legitimate, they are authentic. We can also consult with other devotees and Vaishnavas and make sure that we are in the right line, and in this way, finally the heart must tell us. And we have to believe that feeling of the heart confirming. And if you read Sri Guru and His Grace, which I recommend by Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj, full overview of who is Guru and the authentic, bona fide successions are explained there, and the process of approaching Guru and how to recognize your Guru is all explained. The universal conception of Guru and 3 kinds of Guru he explains: first class, second class, third class. And all are gurus in their own right, first class, coming down from the transcendental, eternal, spiritual world. 1 foot from that spiritual world is extended down, material plane, and recruiting souls from here to there, bringing us back. Second class, from this plane, extending 1 foot into the spiritual world and recruiting and bringing everyone to that eternal divine abode of the Lord. And third class, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, the 2 feet stuck in the mud, but sincerely pointing the way and encouraging everyone, let's go. And they are also a guru in their own right. So there's gradation, Srila Sridhar Maharaj explains, and the different sampradayas. And now it is Kali Yuga, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to establish Yuga Dharma, the duty for all souls aspiring for perfection, and the remedy for all suffering is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we want in that line, in his line, and he established Srila Rupa Goswami as the leader of our sampradaya, the succession of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Rupa Nuga Guru Varga. We are Rupanugas, so we want that line. And who is sincerely and properly and legitimately representing Rupa Goswami in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's line. So this is the recommended lineage, how to connect, find a representative of this line, and get that Nam Sankirtan, that seed of Krishna Prem, the Bhakti Lata Bij from Sri Guru, and he will plant it in your heart and it will grow. So there's Diksha, Shiksha, all our gurus, even our god brothers and senior devotees can give us Shiksha. They're also our gurus, who is giving us inspiration to serve Krishna and Mahaprabhu and Radha and Krishna and Nityananda Prabhu and so like that. Something like that. Any other questions? Somebody keep an eye on the time when the next person's coming. Yes.
I just heard recently that it's not that we are the ones who find the guru, but it's the guru who finds us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When we are sincere in our search for God, for Krishna, for the infinite, he will reveal himself to us in the form of Guru. That's what Srila Sridhar Maharaj said. We are sincerely wanting connection and wanting to learn and wanting to love God, and he will come to us on the other side and reveal himself as our master, as our teacher. So it's automatic according to our sincere heart prayer and necessity. And ultimately we're aspiring to enter the land of gurus, where everything is superior to us and where everyone is giving us shelter and service to the Lord. Did I miss anything, Sarvabhavana Prabhu? Any point?
You gave the essence.
Just parroting.
Is it also possible that it might happen that is you find God even when you're not looking, or you don't plan to, or you don't believe in Him? Is that possible, or is that just
Well, nothing's impossible, right? But, yeah.
Guru Maharaj would sometimes say, don't make the exception the rules. That could be possible, but don't count on it. It's like you could drive down the road and get to the right destination, but better to use Waze or your GPS. Yeah.
We are very fortunate if we can take to heart the gracious teachings of our masters and the Lord. This is all coming from Krishna for our benefit, for our guidance, and for our secure safety on the path of Krishna consciousness. And we have no problem to follow the recommendations and instructions of the saints and the Lord Himself.
I guess what I was trying to get to is sometimes you can get so disillusioned and non-disbelief that it comes like that.
Find the greatest hope in hopelessness.
Yeah. When you've tried everything, you find that there has to be something.
The story from the scriptures about one person at the end of her rope, hopelessly, and finally she found some great hope in that. So yes, that can come, but you want to have a sincere heart. But yes.
Actually, there's so much hope, and it's just a matter of staying with the hopeful people who will always encourage you and remind you of all the reasons to be hopeful. And everything becomes easier by staying in good association. When you have Vaishnavas and devotees to take shelter of and to confide in and to take guidance from, then everything becomes well adjusted and smooth and much more comprehensive and practical. So generally we will not get very far without the association of Vaishnavas. And by the grace of Shilesi Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada and our Guru Maharajas, all over the world there's Vaishnavas, and there's temples of Krishna and Mahaprabhu, and Nam Sankirtan all over the world. And here in California, if you ever get a chance, you can visit. Many of these devotees have come from SoCal, which is part of Santa Cruz. We have a big ashram there, and daily programs, all the festivals in the Vaishnav calendar are being observed, and always someone there to welcome you and allow you into the temple room and feed you prasadam, and where you can associate with Vaishnavas. And now in Los Angeles, we have a little center manifesting by the grace of Srila Avadut Maharaj and our company here, Full Dome Pro. It's a Vaishnav company.
Where in LA? Where?
How do we find this?
we can give you our address. Yep. And right now just renting a house, and we have our company warehouse, but programs daily every morning and festivals.
So cool.
And in San Diego, in Tijuana, we have our community of devotees here that are always celebrating. We have a center and programs and Vaishnav community to associate with. That is all very near to here. Salt Lake City, we have Vaishnavas there in a temple, programs, shelter. Actually, all these temples are like embassies of Goloka. Goloka Vrindavan, the land of Krishna, where they're giving Krishna on a golden plate for free. So we must take advantage of that grace coming to all of us, being extended by the Lord Himself through His divine agency. In this way we will feel hope, we'll have hope. No reason to be hopeless. Anyone else? And how are we on time? 10 minutes? The Lord is revealing Himself in so many ways, so many forms. Acharyam Vijnana. Krishna says, I am Guru, and I'm revealing myself through a divine agency. That flow, Krishna's divine flow, is flowing through them like a current. And we can catch that current by hearing, by connecting, and getting that connection, that powerhouse connection. Okay, so maybe we can chant Hari Haraya Nam Krishna and prepare for the next speaker.
Next will be Arati.
Arati?
Yeah.
Okay. So we can still chant Hari Haraya Nam Krishna. Or would you want to play Raga? Okay, Jainanda. Hare Nama Krishnaya Advaya Namaha.